What's up, humans, and welcome to a new Psicoactivo. Happy Wednesday, everybody. I hope you guys had a wonderful time watching that interview of Dr. Harald Malmgren. It's a long one, and it dropped a bunch of different new pieces of information, and it's going to be a before and after this interview took place. And you know that Jesse and Dr. Malmgren are doing a good job at exposing all of this when you realize the reactions that this interview is already getting. And when I was in college at ITESO in Guadalajara, my two pieces of thesis that I made, one was in radio. I did two radio shows, one about film and another one about sports. And the other one was a written thesis about media analysis, media observatory, and that's a tool that is still used today at my school. And one of the first classes that we had about media observatory and media analysis is that Wikipedia is not a reliable source. It is a very useful source, but the fact that other people can enter the website and edit it themselves, that makes it unreliable because anybody who registers as a Wikipedia editor can basically do whatever they want to the page. So, whenever you use Wikipedia, just be careful. Try to use other sources. Do not use Wikipedia solely because that's a grave mistake. And the problem with Wikipedia right now is that they are in league with major corporations like Google or YouTube. Whenever I talk about, for example, the interdimensional hypothesis, just me mentioning it, YouTube slaps a Wikipedia notice right below the video that talks about the interdimensional hypothesis, as if they knew what it was, or as if they had experts who knew what it was. And the fact that Wikipedia has so much power on people and that they consider it an influential tool, that is the problem. It's not reliable, but it is very influential. So, ever since I got into this space, I've seen how on Wikipedia, there's a bunch of different misconceptions about some of the people involved in this topic. I've seen misconceptions about Dr. Hal Puthoff. I've seen misconceptions about Dr. Eric Davis, Lou Elizondo, Christopher Mellon. And yesterday, that interview was released and it took them way less than 24 hours to respond. And you know what they say when you're over the target? This is one of those cases where Dr. Harald Malmgren was a presidential advisor for four presidents. He even had a communications channel with President Vladimir Putin. They talked about nuclear in their meetings. So this man was clearly one of the most influential people in history, especially in American politics history. And he came out, he talked about everything. He talked about how the dots interconnect with many different topics pertaining UFOs. He talked about the Magenta crash. He talked about his connection to Putin. He talked about the JFK assassination possibility, that it's possible that UFOs was the main reason why JFK was assassinated. Harold said it himself. Granted, he said it was just speculation because he doesn't have the proof, but he still said it. And a person within his position saying those things in such a public way, that will get the secret keepers angry. Having said that, this just happened this morning. I'm going to read a tweet from Mr. Torbjorn Hovland. He says, Harald Malmgren's Wikipedia page has been nominated for deletion. The editor who wants to delete it starts his argument in the usual way. The late Harald Malmgren has catapulted to awareness in the wild corners of the internet populated by UFO enthusiasts due to his wacky claims about marauding space aliens. And then Torbjörn says, this is clearly an effort to discredit the late Dr. Mr. Malmgren. And the deletion discussion opened just a few minutes ago. You can find it here. We can't let these sneaky people tarnish the reputation of this great man. Then he tagged everyone. And then also Dr. Pippa Malmgren's post was also intended for deletion. But you guys can see it here. An editor has nominated this article for deletion. This doesn't mean that it's going to be deleted. It means that it was just nominated. But the fact that someone is going out of their way to do this, that is a problem. And I'll tell you the name of this editor because this editor apparently has a history of confrontations with people for trying to exercise his anonymous free speech. He already got into a very nasty legal battle against political figure John Anthony Castro, who sued him for $180 million for defamation regarding entries on the Wikipedia page of Texas Tax Advisor. On his Wikipedia page, the name of this Wikipedia editor is Chet Ford. I'm gonna put it in on the frame. Chet Ford. This is the person who is responsible for Dr. Malmgren's attempt to delete his Wikipedia page. I'm going to show you also something that Dr. Pippa Malmgren reacted to, because her page is also threatened of being deleted. This is what Dr. Pippa Malmgren said. Here it is. As humanity's technological capabilities advance, we move further into the unknown in space, in subatomic space, in the realm of physics. It is to be expected that we find things that we didn't know about before. Fear is not the answer, science is. I'm with Feynman. Quote, I would rather have questions I can't answer than answers I can't question, end quote. Those who fear what science may find seem to think deleting a wiki page will stop exploration and discovery. It won't. It's interesting, given that many others are on the record confirming that the phenomenon is real, including the former head of CIA, John Brennan, the former head of Defense Intelligence Agency, James Clapper, and John Kirby confirmed it in the White House press conference. The National Science Foundation is pursuing studies on this subject. The list goes on and on and on. The age of disclosure has a long roster of officials saying the same. The Ignatius Forum at the National Cathedral, Too Hard, the former director of national intelligence, Avril Haines, plus a raft of others, plus whistleblowers. So this is the reaction from Dr. Pippa. It is true, though. The National Science Foundation is pursuing UAP. We have a clip from Brian Graves saying this. It's very recent. I'm going to leave it here.
I've spent the past 8 months or so working with leadership at the National Science Foundation. And this recently culminated about a month ago, but the director of their technology innovation program is ready to publicly establish a UAP program office at the National Science Foundation. And I'm currently brokering a meeting with him and representatives within Congress to continue to work on that. And that, that is a key piece, I think, that is going to energize this innovation ecosystem to be able to actually, in the manner that we do with every other company and technology, in this country, start utilizing, natural resources and grant funding to be able to move this conversation forward.
But the person who was directly involved in that is Dr. Ana Brady Esteves, whose very recent appearance in the UFO topic has taken everyone by surprise because nobody knew who she was. And these are people who are like highly credible up there. Ana Brady Esteves herself was part of the National Science Foundation. She held a very important position there. And Dr. Pippa Malmgren and Dr. Harald Malmgren are two of the most decorated diplomats in U.S. history. And also, they are attempting to erase Christopher Mellon's Wikipedia page. And if this is happening, it does mean that that interview yesterday from Jesse Michels struck a chord. It means that. Make no mistake about it. Yeah, I'm just gonna keep trying to hear your reaction from all of this. We already have the first reaction from the opposition, quote unquote, but I want to hear what you think about this reaction from them. And if you have managed to see the entire interview, please tell me what you like the most, what resonated with you the most, because I do think that it is a before and after this. The conversation already changed. People are already talking about this in wider circles. And all the statements that Dr. Malmgren made on that interview should be examined thoroughly because this man held a really high position. He's considered an American hero, and he should be. He should be considered a world hero because he avoided nuclear disaster. Whoever is proposing for this deletion, I don't know if they're part of the secret keepers or not, but it is very sus that less than 24 hours after the interview released, this happens. And in case anything is changed from that interview or modified or the interview is taken down, because remember, when Jesse Michels released the David Grush interview, it was taken down for a while and it was difficult to find for a while. And he talked about it openly. I don't know if that will happen again, but I would download that interview and just keep it to yourselves just in case. I'm sure Jesse has copies of it everywhere and he has a lot of material everywhere about all of this, but you can never be too careful. Am I right? So yeah, let me know what you think. If you like the content you see, I'm going to ask you to please like, share, comment, subscribe, hit the bell icon so you get notified when new video drops. If you want to support the channel in any other way, I'm going to leave a few links in the description. You can also become a member. You can also support us on KGRA. Anything you choose to do is always appreciated. So thank you, as always. And that's it for me today on this video, but I'll see you guys in the next one. Remember to stay curious, guys. Remember to stay inquisitive. Okay? Bye.